Hello YouTubers and happy holidays. My name is Vivi and here I will be showing you how to do the perfect holiday design using the dip method with some nail glue dryer, brush on nail glue, regular acrylic powder, foils, and some sparkly diamonds. So I will start off with measuring my nails, gluing them, and prepping them. If you're not interested in watching this part, go ahead and forward to 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So when gluing the tips to your nails, you can either just put the glue on your nail and then place the nail tip, or you can place the glue on the nail tip and then place it on your nail. To cut the nail tips, you can either use this fancy tool that's specifically made to cut the nail tips, or you can use some regular scissors. Yeah, she did it. She's using grooming scissors. They're brand new and they're sharp, so they work for me, so I do not mind using them. Here I'm cutting the corners of my nail to have a guideline. As you can see, it just helps me see exactly where I want to file. I'm just taking off the shine off my natural nail and the nail tip. I sprayed some sanitizer and applied some nail bonder. I will be using the intense pink acrylic powder, even though there's really nothing pink about it because it goes on pretty clear. I like to start off my colored designs with clear acrylic first layer, just because I realize that when I'm dealing with glitters, they're so thin that I tend to use more glitter, or even the color acrylics are thinner than regular clear acrylic. So instead of going and wasting all my glitter acrylic, I could just use a thin layer and top it off with a clear coat. In this video, I'm really not going into detail on how I built my first layer. If you want to know exactly how I do that, there's another video that I have explaining exactly how you want to build it up. If you're already familiar with the dip method, you know that you will always need a resin, which is also known as nail glue. You will also need a nail activator, and in my case, it's labeled as a nail glue dryer. My nail glue dryer does come in the form of a spray, so that's why you will see me spraying after I apply my nail glue. Once I'm done with the first acrylic layer, I dust it off, I lightly buff it, and I sanitize it so I can start with my holiday theme. After I apply the nail glue, I poured some clear glitter. I do make my own glitter mixes, so for me it works better to pour it in this container and then pour it on my nail. I find it that I need more acrylic powder when I'm using the dip method, so for me the pouring method works better. For this red and green design that I'm gonna do next, I apply the tip only with glue and then I dip it. After each dip, I do use the activator to dry the glue because I find it that if I don't dry it, the part that I dip prior to that is still wet. Keep in mind that the nail glue dryer does go on the full nail when you spray it, so you might want to wait a couple seconds before you start your next line. For this nail, it's pretty much going to be repetition over and over again. First the red, then the green, then the red, then the green, till you get to the very bottom. I do apologize if I keep getting out of angle. This is my first video that I ever shot doing my nails, so I'm trying to get used to the fact that I have to stay on angle, so please bear with me. If you're wondering what the heck is underneath the napkin, that's the vacuum filter. My nail table does have a vacuum, so when I'm drilling, all the dust goes on there, and I'm just able to remove the filter and shake off all the excess dust. I'm hoping within the next couple weeks that I'm able to redo my nail table. So maybe I'll be able to make a video and show you guys how I do that. As you can see, there's a lot of nail glue all over it, and it just looks dirty. So I'm looking forward to just basically redoing my nail table. When I started doing this nail theme design, I decided that I was gonna use crystals for the first time. Not realizing that I needed something to pick up the crystals to make it easier to place them on my nail. So thankfully my sister-in-law came up with this idea of just adding wax to my dipping tool. So it made it way easier to pick up the stones. Of course, you can go on Amazon or online and order a tool. I just didn't want to wait another 3 days to start doing my nails. So that's why I use that method, and it works so good. And if you guys want to know how to do that as well, she could probably help me do a video to show you guys how simple it is instead of buying a tool, or even if you want to buy a tool but you want to do your nails like today and not wait 2 days for shipping. When I was done with this design, I went ahead and I dipped it in clear acrylic just to top it off. This was by far my favorite nail. I've tried the ombre technique in other ways and it never comes out right. So the fact that it came out so clean and so crispy, I am so loving this nail design. I only brushed on the glue halfways and then I poured the glitter mix. Again, this container makes all the difference. It's so easy to just sprinkle it on. So yes, it was so easy. Once I finished getting the corners and everything that I want covered, I went ahead and dipped it in clear acrylic. I ended up dipping this nail in clear acrylic twice just because I felt like it was too thin for my liking. This is my first time doing like all kinds of designs on my nails, so I didn't want to go too crazy, and I decided to keep the red solid on my index finger and on my pinky just because I am adding stones on my index as well. So this is my, like I said, my first time doing different designs almost on all the nails. So I am getting out of my comfort zone little by little, but I didn't want to push it too much, for now at least. For the two red solid nails, I didn't dip them in clear acrylic just for the fact that they were already thick enough, and I just didn't want to do extra filing. Drilling here with my e-file. I do own a Koopa electric file, and as you can see, it's kind of cracked. I did drop it a couple of times. I was pretty bummed when I realized that I deleted the part where I'm putting on the gel top coat and the rhinestones and the transfer foils because I was so excited to do it on camera. Overall, I am so in love with this nail design for the holidays. It's so sparkly, it's shiny, and the gel top coat makes all the difference. So here they are, and here's a close-up on how they look. I love them so much. It just makes me want to tap on everything, like for no reason. It makes me like want to pose like this, like that. It makes me want to be like, hey, what's up? What's your name? Who are you talking to? Like that. It just makes me want to. All jokes aside, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time, bye.